Hi guys, welcome to TedRedwood Gaming. I'm Ed, and today is Season 2, Episode 6 of FC Awesome Football Manager 2018. We're following pretty much straight on from our 0-0 against Helmond. In between that, I've literally played one game, which was a 4-0 victory over Canberra, which we absolutely dominated. Backballed my man, got on the score sheet with a pile driver into the top right. Honestly, I'm trying to save myself time, because I have just recorded this, and then my computer inadvertently decided to crash, and it was before I could even save. I literally had just said bye after. I'll tell you what happened. I lost in extra time to FC Groningen. Goes to extra time, by the way, didn't know that before. And then we just smashed out Fortuna 3-0, I think. So yeah, it was actually pretty good. But it's gone, so I'm doing it again because I can't even show you that footage, and I didn't save the game because obviously it just crashed immediately. I've also got the same problem with a couple of my Pokemon things as well, so I'm in for a really fun evening. I thought I'd be sitting down doing the transfer window by now. So this is going to work. I'm going to be doing Groningen, and then Fortuna. I'm going to try and make it pretty quick. Then we got a, what do you call it, winter break? Yeah, that's what you do on the continent. So I'll probably then come back for the end of the transfer window and NEC. But for now, let's get into the Groningen game. So the team's the same as the last time you saw it. We're still lacking a few guys because of injury. I mean, look at it, it's pretty horrific. And Deckers is suspended, who would be starting this game otherwise. So we continue with Ampanis on the right and Van der Kust on the left, while Ate is out injured. Apart from that, I think we're more or less there. So yeah, I'm not lacking anyone else really, am I? No, fine. Ate's the important one. So let's go. So Groningen playing a 4-2-3-1 as well. Now in the division above, but they are right at the bottom of the table. No one cared about my team talk there at all. They are near the bottom of the table, so theoretically it's probably more even than it lets on. It was definitely very even last time I played them. I shouldn't keep referring to it. I'm going to stop referring to it now. I'm obviously just hoping, if it's consistent and we lose and then win, fine. I'd like to get the same sort of amount of results. And to be honest, at this stage, I think the league is really important, because we can still push for the automatic place if we go well. But Groningen with the free kick on the left, they put it to the edge of the box. Bill gets a great challenge in, gets tackled himself, but it's just bouncing around and we're getting challenges in. Van der Kust escapes down the left, but not really escapes. That's like one of my favourite things to say, is escapes. But no one's really escaping, are they? Groningen get the ball back. It's very backwards and forwards possession. And Panis going into a bit of a cul-de-sac, but gets it to Bill. This is some nice football here. And Panis hoofs it up. Beker is just going to get there, but no one's in the box. They're arriving now. And Panis crosses. Van der Kust is at the back post, hits the bar. And he gets cleared. 25 minutes in. Kamachi now, free kick on the right, gets into the box, backboards there. It's a penalty. Don't know what happened. Kamachi wants it. No. Bokila, historically, I mean, Kamachi has scored 2 penalties in a game before, but Bokila, I think he's taken about 8 or 9 penalties through the series. I think he's missed 1. I trust Bokila. There's something about Kamachi I don't trust. Bokila steps up. It's a long run up. I don't like it, but he puts it into the top corner. We're 1-0 up. I will reference the lost episode. I'm not gonna... It's something I've had to do in Pokemon, is go back and catch the exact same Pokemon on the exact same route at the same level with the same gender. Ooh, that took a lot longer than you think. I'm not going to fight to try and get the same result here, because it's not fair on me, but equally I'm emotionally hurt about it. My voice just broke a little there, so I'm sure you can understand. But I thought I'd let you know, I like clarity in these things. Oh, I don't know what's going on. Oh, was he not offside? They've just hoofed it from deep. Fredericks against his old club. I don't know what happened there really. Direct has it. It's been closed down, he clears it. Quite why Van der Kust didn't go for it, I don't know. I lost track of him. He looked offside to me from here, but maybe not. So we go in 1-1, which is fine. I can cope with that. Our conditions relatively good compared to theirs. They've got a few more 80s, but a few 60s as well. I'd say that's pretty successful, so I'm going to say I'm pleased with how things are going. No one cares. Deary me. Yeah, results and performances have been pretty good recently. So yeah, that 4-0 against Canberra just before this, so the game that followed our playoff playoff securing episode, that was just an absolute domination. We just looked great. So I just want more of the same, really. And Panis out on the right. Can he get across? And he can. Go straight to the keeper. Who would have thought wingers, right? I normally end up without wingers on my saves, but yeah, it's gone alright. Ozell into winning in the middle. Backboard holds onto it. Kamachi drops a bit deep and then plays a terrible ball out to the cast. And if Van Wetten's not careful, he might do something stupid. It's not a great ball, but Groningen have left it to each other. It's found its way infield to backboard. Van der Kust has cut in as an inside forward. Now he's heading wide. Ozell, deep cross, and Panis is at the back post, and it's straight at the keeper. He had so much time, he could have brought that down probably, which is disappointing. I'm excited to see some of the injured players return, so Ate I'm missing. As much as Panis and Van der Kust are actually doing a pretty good job, and that's been the case whenever they played, but I'm missing Ate. I like the option of having him because he's just awesome on that left-hand side. I'm also missing Ton Holes, my my attacking mid option. Bill, deep free kick, backboard. In the middle, gives it to Kamachi, who gets tackled. Kamachi, this is the thing. With Urbe injured, I wanted Ton Holes in the team. I feel as if you're better off giving him an option or giving him some time to bed in and get some experience. I'm just not getting anything out of Kamachi. I don't know why, but Bokila's been put through from a long ball. And he uses his strength, I think, to just keep the number 61 off his back. Look at this, a long ball from Ozell. He's got nowhere to go. And their defender's slow to react. He sort of catches up here, but then just slows down. I assume Bokila's uses strength, knocks it into the far corner. We're 2-1 up with 25 minutes to go in the third round of the Cup. Things are going well for us. Let's make some changes.
Got there eventually. We do have some tired legs. We do have a big game coming up against Fortuna, who are second in the league at the moment, so in the automatic promotion spot. So I want to look out for that. So I can bring on Hoekstrand, who is the third of the youth intake players last year we gave contracts to. He's got 3.5 star potential, which I think is a bit unfair. I think he looks quite good. You look at his stats, and they're improving as well. He's got some good mentals. So I think he's better than it lets on. I mean, passing leaves a lot to be desired. But as a winger, acceleration's a bit rubbish. But for a young player, if he improves those all, but if he can go up by 5 and everything, he's won at life, I think. Ozell's playing well, so that's nice. So we'll leave him on. I was thinking of bringing him off. Apart from that, Van Winnen, who can you come off? I don't really have many other options, do I? Glenn Bill, he's doing okay. I'm going to bring him off for T and Darley just to give us a bit more experience back there. And probably a mistake. Hagenars comes on for Bokila. No, he doesn't. I'm cancelling that. I'm actually going to bring off Kamachi, because I hate him. So Hagenars moves up front, Bokila drops back into a shadow striker role on attack.
And hopefully that will just... it will give us a new option. I've not really done shadow strikers. I know some people have a lot of success with strikerless formations, but hold on. Ozell with a throw on the left here gives it straight to Groningen, which frustrates me. He's having a good game, but that was terrible. He's quite young, so these mistakes are in him, but I want to give him the match experience in the hope that I can get him on a free in the summer, because he is on loan. Although I did just fail my promise to him to give him more first-team football. I'm now giving him first-team football, now I failed. Moose smashed it clear. Moose is about to sign a new deal. Durrett has signed a new deal as well, so they're here for another couple of years. I'm also trying to sign a couple of regen amateurs. Well, they're not amateurs, actually, because I'm going to give them full-time contracts and just be really cheap and have, like, massive... optional contract extensions by the club. I've got no idea if they're any good, but for 100 odd quid a week, it's fine. But Groningen are through, and Frericks puts it just over the bar. Should we be going defensive here? I've got no idea how good those players are we're trying to sign, by the way. I'm just doing it and hoping for the best. I'm going to leave this because we're doing okay. Good turnout today, 3 out of 100. We got a 4,700 capacity stadium, which we filled out a couple times before. Hoekstra on the left, cuts it back in. Van der Kust is there, and that probably secures it. I know my celebrations are weird. I sort of just like put my hands up, but it's still the same voice. I can't shout because the kids are upstairs. But look at that, they've gone really narrow. Hoekstra takes advantage. They've got an assist on his debut. Van der Kast. Him and Ate are the ones. I mean, they're our players. No, they're not. That's a huge lie. Neither of them are our players. Actually, no, De Kust is, I think. Bokila into the box. Full time, though. So, this time round, we have one. Feels a bit dirty. What did I say? Oh, don't let it get to your head. That was stupid. I didn't mean that. I take it back. Come on, guys. Come on. No, I didn't mean that. What I meant was you did really well. Alright, I seem to have sorted out the confusion. I was confused as well. So that's a great result. So we're through to the 4th round of the Cup. So that's probably another episode I can bring you now. Hoekstra makes professional debut. Great. Send assistant because we're on camera. We receive 100k. Bokila's on form. Let's just sort out in my head who out of my wingers is on loan. I know Ate is, and Panis is, De Kust is, so all 3 other wingers are on loan and they all want lots of football. I think we failed our one with Ampanis as well, but he's now playing because Ate's out for another few weeks. So with that, when is the draw? I believe it might be tomorrow, so I'll see you for that or Fortuna, whichever comes first. Right, so it wasn't the next day, but it's the day before the Fortuna game. So we're in the quarter-final of the KNB Beker, so we've beaten 3 teams from top division to get here. How many teams are in our division? I don't think Sparta are anymore. No. So MBV, Den Bosch are. Yeah. Go ahead. No, they're up there. NEC are. So actually 4 teams from the Jupiler League and 4 teams from the Eredivisie. So you never know. We might actually get somewhere here. So let's draw the first team. MBV, I would love this as a game. Sparta. NEC, I love this. Oh no, we've got a top division side again and Feyenoord are still there. Vitesse. Oh, okay, I can deal with that. So Feyenoord obviously play go ahead. Vitesse. This is the Chelsea team, isn't it? Like the one where they send millions of players on loan. They're 4th. So this is a big arse. This guy's got 9 goals in. He's 18. Oh man, Alexander Butner, wasn't he the guy at Man U? Yeah, there he is. It's actually okay. Wow. Okay, great. So we've had an absolute nightmare there. Can't we just get a nice draw for once? That'd be nice. That'd be nice. I might as well just carry on through to the game now. The pre-match tactical briefing, I just click send to assistant. I know you can just put the staff responsibility on as the assistant. This guy was on trial. He's fine, but no. Moose, there you go, signs a new deal. He's on £100 more a month than he was. Fortuna, same game. Same team. Lackman picked up an injury between matches. Deckers can come in for him and then step onto the pitch for Van Winnen. I prefer Deckers, I think. They're all very similar. I don't have an actual defensive centre mid, which is a shame, but I do need one. And apart from that, it's all the same, really. Well, I've got one player who played in the reserves. Looking at the conditions, I assume that's Tiendali, so he comes out. Random youngster can come in. And we are good to go. Conditions are starting to look a bit rubbish, but it is the winter break now. After this game, I'd like to go into it with a victory, obviously. Closing on the top 2, or at least one of them. But we'll see how it goes. So team talk, we owe them revenge. That always works well. I think it should give you like a quick highlight, or give you the option of seeing the highlights from that game. I don't know if that would work season to season, though. If the last time you played them was last season and you lost or something. We get into it. There's a highlight 2 minutes in. Same tactics. I'm not messing with tactics or anything between games. I'm just I've stuck with the same thing for about maybe 10 games now. It's going pretty well. Why don't mess with it? Fortuna do have the ball though, and they play it through for Ars, who gets a shot away. But Moose continues to make me happy. His potential, I think, has gone up to like 5. We get a header on goal from the corner. I think it's 4.5 or 5 stars, the potential. He's still not apparently even good enough for this league at 3 stars. But he's been so solid. I think he's made 1 mistake. And that's on camera and off camera. Right, we've dropped to 7th. That shows you how tight it still is. We're currently 8 points off Fortuna, who are first. I know we've picked up at Arn, and Panis has got a knock, and Bill's got a knock. I know we've got a playoff position, but I want to just see how far we can go. I think if we lose this game, we're quite far off, and it's very unlikely we're going to be getting automatic promotion. I think it's already pretty unlikely, but you never know if we get something here. But we've created nothing. We've had one chance, so I'm far from pleased. I don't want the defence to look upset. I mean, I've sorted out one of them. I'm going to sort out these injuries now because I could do without long-term injuries to my guys. Quincy Cliver comes on at right back. He's been very average so far. And Panis, well, this seemed to work last time. There were injuries, so Hoekstra comes on again. Switch those guys around. So Van der Kuss is now on the right wing as a winger. Change Hoekstra to a winger on the left. And we just carry on. And we see what happens. But yeah, I'll probably start skipping forward. I mean, Eindhoven are clearly winning their game. They're now 10 points ahead. So I think if we don't win here, then it's quite likely we're going to start skipping through a little bit. Kamachi with a free kick on the right. Plays it in early. Backboard with a header. Just over the bar. I do love Backboard. I love him so much. I'm going to end up with an FC Oz t-shirt. FC Oz shirt with him on the back, I think, if I ever do it. Glenn Bill has picked up a knock. He's off the pitch. Hoekstra on the left. I've got a bit of slowdown going on, not sure why, but I seem to be back with it now. Fortuna playing around with it at the back. It's a bit dangerous. Deckers, can you get there? You can. Van der Kust on the right now. Can you get it into the mixer? No, but it drops for Clivert. Gives it back to Van der Kust. Playing around amongst themselves here. Backball doesn't really want to get there. Fortuna are just running off with the ball a bit. If we can hold them here, that's a good interception from Direct. Hoekstra now running up the left. I mean, that's confidence. I like the confidence he has on the ball. It makes me think there's a future for him. Backboard now. It's dropping around, bouncing around. Bokila from the edge of the box puts it into the back of the net. So we're 1-0 up against Fortuna. We're 8 points off the title. I mean, that's a lot still, isn't it? FC Eindhoven are dominating as well. We're catching up with second place. So you can't moan about that. This was just all over the shop. I think it's a tackle that comes in, drops with Bokila, he puts it into the back of the net. So we're up to 4th. But it's still so tight. NAT are in 8th, and they're 3 points off. So Cliver crosses in from the right, nothing doing there, and Fortuna are getting away. Probably should have shut up shop, really. Oh, they've got a free shot on the edge, put it wide and over. I think Moose might have had that covered. It's been an even game. I know I said I wouldn't bring it up, but the last game against them I did was very even. So I was expecting the same this time. Ozil on the left. At least Kamachi's moving into the channels for those throw-ins like Halil Urbe does. I miss Halil Urbe though, I want him back. And there's... Oh, I just scored. I thought I was going to be the keeper. I mean, you can see I'm just not concentrating at all. But Van der Kust on the right. I mean, there's a wayward clearance by their right back. Van der Kust sort of just steps on the ball, knocks it wide, deep cross, and 2 of their defenders and keeper. No communication. Hoekstra just heads it in. It's his first goal. First ever goal for us. I think we might have this secured, so I am going to make the same change I did last game.
Kamachi can come off, and Hagenars can come on, and then we switch them around. You can become a second striker, shadow striker. But is he called second striker?
Maybe that was on Pro Evolution Soccer or something like that. So we will just give the experience out. I mean, I know 2 goals isn't that much, but we've got the playoff position secured. I want to just give him a bit of experience. Now he's picked up a knock. What is going on with this team? I've got so many injuries. I really don't need injuries after this game. 4 minutes added time, nothing's happening. So I'm not happy that I lost the footage from the last one because I actually think the commentary was a lot better. We've won both our games. We're through to the quarter-final of the Cup. Not Wayward. Against Vitesse. Are they VVV technically? I don't know. VVV Venlo? Something like that, I don't know. And we are 4th in the league. We're 8 points off the title. So that FC Eindhoven game, which is coming up in, I think it's like 6 or 7 games. If we carry on, well, if we carry on this form, which is winning constantly, then we will be closer to them, no doubt. Very happy with the result. 2 people care. That'll do. It's better than nothing, isn't it? So we carry on. We're up to 4th. 4th place for Little FC Os. I don't think the team is that much better. Hagenar's out for 3 weeks. I mean, I know it's the winter break. Bill's out for 3 days, and Panis is out for 2 days. I don't know what I'm doing wrong with the injury. Someone tell me, please. Look at it. There's a lot of players coming back in the near future, which I'm happy. I can't wait for Tonholes to come back. Urbe's back though, so Tonholes will not get any game time. 3 days for Urbe. But yeah, perfect. So let's have a quick look at the schedule. So we beat Groningen. We've beaten Fortuna. This has just been a remarkable run. How many games is that? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 games, 10 wins, 2 draws, 1 defeat. Mostly in the league, the wins as well. So we've actually got a friendly against Vitesse coming up, so I might go with heavy challenges and try and injure their players. But next up is going to be, have to be another double episode then, because that is right at the end of the transfer window, just in case anything happens. And the NEC game is always a big game, so it'll be Vitesse, transfer window update, NEC, and I'll probably bring UFC Eindhoven if we're in amongst it. If not, we'll figure it out. But this has been TedRedwood Gaming. Like, subscribe, comment, all that good stuff for more Football Manager. It should be out every day this week. I don't know what to do with Pokemon, I'll sort that out. But Football Manager, I'm going to try and do 5 days a week. It might not be Monday to Friday, but it'll be something. But yeah, do all that good stuff, and see you next time. Cheers.